We have been seeing some insane deals on luxury diesel motorhomes, and today we're at RV Select in Sefner, Florida with Jared Farmer, the largest independent buyer in the country.
Yes, sir.
And for folks wondering, what does it mean to be the largest independent buyer in the country?
That means we buy more coaches throughout the United States than any other independent dealer in the country.
Yeah, now normally Jared is selling these coaches to dealers out here and they're marking them up for a significant profit. But today we want to give you guys access to the same wholesale deals that Jared's been giving for, how many years have you been in business?
We've been in business 20 years, but we've only been open to the public for 1 year.
Yeah, and I think when you guys see the prices on coaches like this Entegra Cornerstone behind us, you guys are gonna see what I'm talking about. Can we take a look inside of this coach?
Let's take a look at it.
Well, I love the exterior paint job of this coach with that cool pattern in the black and blue, but this interior has a really nice feel. What's the story of this 22 Cornerstone?
So like you said, this is not your grandma's colors here. This is a 22 Entegra Cornerstone 44D with 39,000 miles. And Andrew, we were priced this coach right at $377,700 $700 on this unit.
And the brand new Cornerstones are over $1 million brand new. So to get something like this gently used at this price point is an incredible opportunity. You've got Spartan K3 chassis, 20,000 pound towing capacity, Cummins X15 with 605 horsepower. And what I like about the Cornerstone is it's just a simple, easy to use coach, very user friendly. And this is definitely more of a couples coach. Definitely set up for couples. So
yeah, especially when you got the recliners here with a fireplace on the other side. A great tailgating opportunity for somebody like we talk about. But yes, I agree with you. This is not a family coach. This is definitely an individual or somebody that's looking to tailgate.
Yeah, and loaded with creature comforts. You've got the massaging captain's chairs up front. Entegra does a great job with the design. I love the darker color cabinets with the light countertops and floors. You've got the large Blanco sink. A nice touch like the cooktop cover that matches the cabinets. You've got a Fisher Paykel dishwasher. And this has those big patio awnings, the big Girard patio awnings up top here. You've got this large touch panel here where you can control your heated floors. You've got power day and night shades, monitor your batteries, tank levels, all of that good stuff. And then this is a bath and a half coach. You've got central vac down there. Nice and super clean coach. You can tell it was well cared for. No weird smells or anything. I'm really sensitive of all these smells, so I'm trying to call these coaches out how I smell them, but this still smells, you know, clean and new. You've got large pantry storage space here, very well lit. And then coming into the rear bedroom, you've got a ceiling fan, looks like an RV king size bed. You've got a Samsung TV with storage on both sides of your TV, and then a very large rear bathroom with a walk-in closet. Definitely a couple's coach with the double vanity and a cool texture on the sinks there, a cool backsplash. You've got a large shower with a teak seat. Now we do have a small step up into the rear closet because you've got that big 605 horsepower Cummins X15 below, but the air conditioning is vented here into the rear closet. You've got a downlit hanging bar, your washer and dryer conveniently located back here, tucked out of the way, and then nice, you know, storage closet space. Extremely high-end feel, but Jared's got some more fresh inventory that just rolled in, so let's see what else he's got for us. This Dutch Star just rolled in, 4326 floor plan, rare floor plan.
Yes, sir, with 51,000 miles, and as you can see, my detail department's about to get started on it. We don't slow down around here. But this is a 19 Newmar Dutch Star, like you said, 4326, and we're only asking $255,500 for this coach.
$255,500 for a 19 Dutch Star. Can we take a look inside?
Let's look at it real quick.
Jared got a little busy buying coaches there, but Lee, you're one of the salespeople here at RV Select?
I am.
This is a stunning Dutch Star, one of the nicest looking color combinations with the dark cabinets, lighter floors, and cream color interior. But what's the story with this coach?
We actually just got this coach in, and this is a very popular floor plan. It's very rare that you find a luxury coach with the bunks that you have all of the amenities for sleeping and having a big family.
Yeah, and to get it at this price point, in the past, anytime I've seen a Dutch Star bunk floor plan, it's usually priced significantly more, and whoever did the original design and spec on this coach has knocked it out of the park. One of the best looking Dutch Stars of this era.
Absolutely. A lot of customers here recently kind of shy away from the darker colors, but this has a awesome contrast with the darker cabinets, but the floors are so much lighter and the furniture as well. So it makes it flow very nicely.
Yeah, definitely. We've got a lot of sleeping here. So we've got the opposing sofas. One's a pull-out sleeper, and then one turns into jackknife. But what I love about this coach is the versatility of the bunk area. You've got this nice booth area here, but when we come back here, you can actually, it's a convertible bunk. So if you don't have the grandkids with, and they've actually got an extra mattress topper on there right now, so it's more set up to be sleeping in. But if you take that out, you can put this up and then turn it into more of a large closet where you've got the hanging rod right here. Or if you only have one guest, when you flip that up, it's going to give them a lot more headroom and a lot more space. So really flexible floor plan. And then this is a bath and a half, coach?
Yes, this is a bath and a half. So whoever's sleeping on the bunks, they get their own restroom right here at night to not bother anyone in the master bedroom.
Yeah, it's got the swiveling pocket door. And then I'll point out too that we've got some closet space, hanging space here across from the bunks, just so everybody's got a little bit of storage. And then you know, real good size half bathroom here, plenty of room, and all the nice, you know, Dutch Star features. I love the sinks that they use, the tile backsplash. And then also you've got more storage than you do in other half bathrooms. You know, being a bunk coach, you're probably gonna have more people staying in the coach. They're thinking about more places to put stuff. So
another feature that separates Newmar from other manufacturers, they actually put doors on both sides of the bunks to have their privacy. So whoever is sleeping in here, they do not have to bother anyone else that's maybe sleeping in the living room or in the master bedroom.
Yeah, it's definitely rare that you see the sliding doors, you know, in front of the bunks. And I like the little detail that they did right here with that frosted glass inlay on those doors. Very high-end feel, but then no carpets as well. So as we go into the rear suite back here, no carpet on the slide room. It's got all heated tile floors throughout. You've got individual controls where you can just press a button to turn your heated floors on. You don't have to go through a touch panel to find those. And this is still a lot of space back here in the rear bedroom.
Absolutely. And then you also have closet space on both sides of the TV as well, with all of your drawers down below.
Then you got a full-length mirror here in the rear of the bedroom for getting ready. Real nice to have that. And then still a good-sized bathroom back there.
Yes, you have the taller ceilings in the bathroom. I know that's huge for a lot of people that are taller. You have a lot more headspace back here. They put the cabinets a little further back from the sink, so whenever you're brushing your teeth, leaning over, you're not hitting your head on the cabinet. And then over here you have your stackable washer and dryer, porcelain toilet. Also behind here you have an emergency door, not only for emergency situation, but for loading your items in the coach and offloading as well. And then you also have more storage, a closet right here on the side of the sink.
This is a great opportunity for a bunk Newmar Dutch Star coach at this price point. Very rare. So you definitely call Lee if you're a serious buyer. This one's not going to last, but let's see what else Jared has for us. Here's another Tiffin Allegro bus, and we've been seeing a lot of these come through here. What's the story with this coach?
Yeah, so we have 5 Tiffin 45 OPPs on the lot as of right now, but like you said, this is a 22 Tiffin bus 45 OPP with 29,000 miles, and we're selling this coach for $333,300.
It's a lot of coach for the money. And last week when we were here, we saw a 21 and a 23. I believe both of those have pending sales already, or?
Yes, sir. Yeah, they're pending, signed, ready to go, and we're getting a couple more 45 OPPs as we speak right now.
Can we take a quick look inside of this one?
Let's look at it.
Another great looking 45 OPP. I love this kind of rustic farmhouse style heated floors, and this is such a sweet spot. I think there's a reason that you're selling so many of these.
Yes, sir. There's not much to say. It's a 45 OPP. It's a reason why it's the most popular floor plan.
Yeah, this miles at this price, hard to beat. And there's another Tiffin Phaeton that I really want to talk about in a moment, but let's take a quick look through here. We've seen quite a few 45 OPPs here at RV Select lately, but just such a usable, user-friendly floor plan. There's a reason why so many people like this. You've got a bath and a half coach, and I like this style of backsplash here. Little different style like we see in the galley with like a woven kind of wood look. And then, you know, coming back here into the rear bedroom, we've got the ceiling fan, RV king size bed. You'll notice no carpets on the slide room there. And then this huge rear bath is one of the big selling points of this floor plan, with the double vanity sinks, a large shower with a teak seat, and then we've got an actual real walk-in closet with a washer and dryer, safe tucked back there, shoe cubbies, a downlit hanging bar. Just so much coach for the money. I know a lot of folks that have full-timed in these. Great winter coach. I doubt this one will last long at this price, but Jared's got some more deals. Let's see what else he's got for us. This Phaeton has a great looking paint job. You'll also notice the higher rails as well. Beautiful colors with that heavy metallic, almost like a cadet blue, silver, and black. And this paint design is totally different than what we've seen in previous Phaetons, but let's take a quick look inside here. All right, Jared, I've got to fall on the sword a little bit on this coach because I just was coming through here, walked into this coach, saw it here, and you told me 2 weeks ago I came into this coach. I have an extremely sensitive nose, and I don't know if we could play that clip.
Me and Andrew walked in, we could smell the cat right away, and that's not something that I'm going to have my team retail.
And it was not cat urine, it was more of a cat dandruff.
I couldn't really tell what, you could smell it, but it's still not up to our standards here at RV Selection.
But I smelled a little
cat
dandruff though,
or something, whatever it was something.
It was not, I think I said in the video, it was not urine. I'm pretty sure I said that. I can't smell anything. I'm literally trying. The coach has been sitting here for about 2 weeks now since we filmed that.
And that's what we wanted to do, right? We wanted to be, like I said, we want to be transparent with viewers. I was not going to sell this coach. I told the viewers we let it sit for 2 weeks because, as you know, when you steam clean or the heat comes out, that's when the smells come out. So we ran it through our detail department. We let it sit for 2 weeks. We're coming back out right now, and I don't smell anything.
And you guys couldn't smell it, both of you. I think, Eli, were you the camera guy that day? And you couldn't smell it that day? I have a cat at home, so I'm like super sensitive to smells, but I think I was a little bit too hard on you. But you still said you'd make a crazy deal on this one in the video.
I definitely do. And like I said, I haven't pushed this coach. I was told that we're going to wholesale this thing. We're still going to wholesale this coach at the end of the month that no one buys this thing, but we're going to make a hell of a deal for somebody.
Well, and I jumped in today because I'm like, dude, we got to show this coach. It's such a great looking interior. You've got, you know, the theater seating over here with this much more modern style fabric that seems very easy to clean, but isn't going to hold the heat quite as much as leather. You've got a nice dinette over here. Now, what's Miles' story on this coach?
Yeah, so this is a 23 Tiffin Phaeton that doesn't smell anymore. 36H with 12,000 miles. And we're going to ask $268,800 for this unit.
Under 270 grand, and it's smelling clean. I always tell all of you before you buy a coach, sight unseen, get here, touch and feel them, and you got to move quickly because these deals do go quickly before Jared wholesales them at auction.
Absolutely.
But what a great updated interior.
Love the colors, especially the lighting. You know I'm a big lighting guy. I don't see this very often with this like LED lighting coming through here. The tops, the white interior, and then like I said, for being what's this thing, 36, 37 foot, when you got the opposing size, this thing, look how much room you have and how small this thing is.
Well, yeah, it's going to be easier to drive having that shorter, more compact footprint. But mid-bath coach, you're going to have that updated, that large panel here in the middle of the coach where we can control all of our different lighting. And, you know, with this bigger panel, it's easier to see everything. We can monitor tank levels, generator, aqua hot, all that good stuff. Ceiling fans, you can lock and unlock the bay doors as well as the entry doors. Run your slide rooms, climate control. Super easy to use, super user-friendly. We've got the LG residential refrigerator, and then a really good size mid-bathroom here with that enclosed shower. I like the little skylight there that you can open up, and then when you close that, you've got the LED light. Nice touches like that vent cover that matches the cabinets. And then it's a very open floor plan coming into the rear of the coach. We've got an RV king-size bed, closets along the back of the coach, as well as a washer and dryer, lots of storage here, a laundry hamper, large TV. Again, all that nice indirect lighting, and no weird smells in this coach. I smelled a little something 2 weeks ago, but your detail team did go through it, and I think whatever, you know, surface level odors were removed from this coach.
And like I said, we wanted to make sure before we try to sell this thing to your viewers, we wanted to make it sit, you know, have it sit over there in the heat, let it go, don't touch it, and then walk in and make sure it was completely out of this thing before we try to put it back online.
Well, and I did a video talking about certain odors that will absolutely destroy the price of a coach. Cigarette smoke smells and urine smells are the two really big ones. So I think I was maybe being a little bit overcritical on you. So I appreciate you letting me really kind of beat you up on these coaches.
No, absolutely. Like I said, we want to make sure we're completely transparent with your viewers. These guys are your viewers dealers are spending a lot of money out there, and we want to make sure they're getting everything they pay for.
And we want to respect your time. If you guys are jumping on an airplane to come to Florida to see these coaches, we value that. And, you know, having your trust is most important. So I really appreciate you allowing us to be transparent here. A lot of other RV dealers would not allow that. But you got some more deals for us?
Yeah, so while we were outside, we were just telling Eli right here, I know he's going to have some pictures to show you as I'm talking right here. I just released a wire on these two coaches right here. We have a 21 Newmar Dutch Star 4369 with only 20,000 miles. I think it's actually a little under that. And we're going to sell that coach for $328,800 for a 20 Dutch Star 4369. Another one that we have a 20 Newmar Dutch Star 4081. We did one last week on another video. We got another one coming in. This unit has under 10,000 miles, and we're going to ask $288,800 for that unit. So
wow.
Two nice coaches there.
Yeah, the 4369 super popular floor plan, and then the 4081 having that tag axle in a shorter coach,
Yes.
one of my personal favorites. Two great opportunities. Now, you just told me about a coach that the guy was pulling out of a barn earlier. What coach was that? You said
that was that 23 Renegade of Verona. Not everybody's got 75-degree weather that we got down here. The guy pulled out of the barn. It's in a snowstorm up north right now coming back, but he did keep it barn kept. We're going to get it down here. We're going to wash that coach off as quick as we can because we don't want any salt or ice in on any of these coaches.
Do you know if that was an original one-owner Renegade Verona?
I believe he was the original owner of that coach.
And I know we're looking at some Class A diesel pushers in this, but what's the deal on that Super C?
So that coach was a 23 Renegade Verona 40 VRB, 33,000 miles, and we're only asking $249,900. And if you haven't caught that video yet, we did a Super C video, and we're blowing out some stuff here at RV Select.
Yeah, whether you're looking for a Super C, diesel, Class A, RV Select is the biggest independent buyer in the country. So they're selling a lot of these coaches to other dealers out here. So we're hand selecting the premium units, getting them for you guys before they go to other dealers, and kind of the other dealers can have your scraps.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we cherry pick it just for y'all guys, and I promise you won't be disappointed. Give us a shout.
Well, let's see what other deals you got for us. We've been seeing a lot of Tiffins here. Tag axle Phaeton with a really cool color scheme, almost like a mineral green to it.
Yeah, man, I would say the same thing. Like I said, we've got you covered on all the Tiffin buses. Phaeton's red. We got a couple of Breeze around here. If you're in the market for a Tiffin, I promise you we got something for you. But this is a 19 Tiffin Phaeton 44OH. It's only got 10,000 miles on it. I think it just hit or right under it. And Andrew, guess what? This is going to be a perfect coach for somebody. This coach we're asking $225,500.
$225,000 for a tag axle
Yes.
Tiffin Phaeton with under 10,000 miles.
Yes.
And I love this color scheme with the almost a forest green and the tan, kind of a beige. You could see these wheels are popping coming through your detail department. They put a fresh coat of wax on it, got those polished up. I can tell you what, the AC is definitely working in this coach. It's got to be about 60 degrees in here. Glad your detailers are nice and cool. And it smells nice and clean in here.
Yes.
I'm probably smelling the cleaning supplies, but they definitely are going through an in-depth detail here.
Yeah, absolutely. As you can see, we moved a couple of the bottles and the rags, everything in the front. My detail department goes through these things with a 5-tooth comb, but like you said, and it's one of these days we really don't need it today. It's 70 degrees outside, but yeah, they freeze you out of a house and home in this thing.
Yes, sir. Well, this is a beautiful floor plan up here, and it seems like a 10,000 mile coach.
Yeah.
We've got the opposing sofas up front in excellent conditions. The captain's chairs are in excellent conditions. I think they have the dinette chairs pulled out right here, but this is a pretty similar floor plan to that 45 OPP floor plan, but in the Phaeton, it's the 440OH.
Yeah, like I said, when we walked in there, it's very, very similar. But if someone doesn't want to spend over $300,000 and still wants that 400 horsepower, you can get in this coach right here for under $100,000 less. And if this coach doesn't work for you, we also have that 19 exact same model as this 44OH with 39,000 miles for $215,500. Exact same coach, just a couple more miles.
Yeah, this is the 400 horsepower where the Allegro Bus, you're jumping up to that 450. So there is, the Allegro Bus is going to have a few more bells and whistles, but this price point is going to be hard to beat. So,
absolutely.
Bath and a half coach here, really nice finishes with the warmer colors on the bulkhead walls and cabinets. And again, the nice touches like that vent cover that matches the cabinets. We've got the residential refrigerator, very large rear bedroom back here with the ceiling fan. And then that huge rear bathroom with this wide opening. This is just such a friendly couples coach. It makes sense why it's so desirable. And then you've got a walk-in closet back here. Now, we don't have a step up like we do in the Allegro Bus into the rear closet, but we still have our washer and dryer. Now we don't have the downlit hanging bar like we saw in the Allegro Bus. There's gonna be nice little touches that we're not getting, but we do still have the AC vented, ducted into the rear closet. Lots of shelving here, plenty of storage for all of your wardrobe. Well, lots of crazy deals here, and it's impossible for us to keep up with all of these, but we're gonna put this inventory list on the screen at the end of the video here just to kind of see some of the stuff that's coming and going. But if someone has a particular unit they're looking for, how do they get a hold of your sales department, and how do they get that conversation going?
Yeah, so that's a great question. And as you know, right now, the units that are coming in, sometimes we're pre-selling these coaches because, you know, people have done the right thing. They called our finance department, or if they're paying cash, got with my sales team. We're looking exactly what they want. We're sending them pictures from when we pick it up from the customer, show them exactly what it's looking like. But if you're looking to buy a coach from us, make sure you check us out at rvselectsales.com. In the top right-hand corner, you'll see Mike and Lee's personal cell phone number. Call or text them. Let us know what you're looking for. And a new thing that we just added to our website is right above, right there in the middle of the screen right here, you're going to see a subscribe button. Make sure you put your email in so you can keep us with our weekly email with our updated weekly inventory. But again, make sure you get with our sales team, because we want to make sure we are finding the right coach, right colors for you. So there's a lot of times that when we have a coach that might be a week or two out, we want to go ahead and pre-send you pictures, pre-send you pricing, get your trade. That way when it gets here, we are ready to go, and we're not waiting on anything.
And a lot of times you can show up and you can see the coach rolling in its organic condition, so they're not running it through a 2-week detail process. You know, before you see it in that raw condition. And then also too, if you want to sell your coach,
yes,
they've got a whole different division. It's RV Select Inc. And that just shows the size of the operation here. You've got how many buyers? I mean, you got a team, you got rooms of guys on phones buying coaches all day.
Yeah, I have a whole side of my office that is dedicated to buying. So if you give us a call at rvselectinc.com, and you'll see the buying number here at 813-655-2877. I have a whole team dedicated buyers that are eager to buy your coach. We are getting in the season right now, whether it's a Tiffin Entegra 450-605, we are paying top dollar, and I challenge us to give us a shot, because we pay all the money for the coaches, and we come to you within 48 hours.
Yeah, if you're looking to cash your motorhome out, definitely worth giving the folks at RV Select a call to get a bid on it, especially before you trade it in somewhere else, just to see what it's really worth.
We're not buying all these coaches because we're the cheapest, I can promise you that.
Yeah, definitely not. And a lot of dealers out there play these games where even if you're trading in a coach, they may tell you it's worth a lot more. So definitely worth to reach out to Jared and his team just to see what real value is and really educate yourself, and they'll treat you right here. So Jared, I know you're super busy, so appreciate the opportunity, sir.
No, we appreciate it, guys. Thank you all for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Yeah, thanks to everybody sharing, liking, and subscribing. We hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.
See you soon.